Good afternoon. We are live from DeSoto High School. Jeff Whitener, Joe Hamilton, and Ray Halbrook here. We are about to witness the Mehlville Panthers taking on the DeSoto Dragons. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We've got a late start here. Had a lot of technical difficulties on our first one here, trying to get things started. But just quickly here, wanted to say hey, ask you to like and share today's page and the stream. So here we are. Hey guys.
What's up?
Hey.
How are you, Ray?
We are getting pounded right now, right straight in the nose and the face here with the sun. It's going to be awesome. There's a little bit of wind going on, but that's okay. And we're just opening day here for live stream STL, and we are about to get blown away here.
A lot of sun, a lot of wind, but where would you rather be?
No doubt about it.
Where would you rather be? We have baseball, folks.
That's right. That is right.
And if you can't be out here today enjoying the sun in the bleachers here, number one, we feel sorry for you. But number two, please tune in and share, as Ray said, share with all your friends so we can continue to make these wonderful events happen for you here on Livestream STL.
Awesome. So real quick, before the players come out, the coaches are about right now getting ready to send in the cards, and we're going to give you the starting lineups real fast here for the visiting Mehlville Panthers. Take it away, Joe.
Batting first, the pitcher, Christian Harvey. Batting second, Andrew Chitwood. Batting third, Zach Moore. Batting fourth, Cameron Fuller. Batting fifth, Chase Atkins. Batting sixth, Ian Argent. Batting seventh, Ian Brouk. Batting eighth, Nick Laser. And batting ninth, Joey Albanesius.
And they're coached by Jim Odie. For the home team here at DeSoto, beautiful day out here at DeSoto High School. Number 4, Nick Krodinger, shortstop. Number 8, Hunter Dill, the designated hitter. Number 7, Cameron Brooks, the right fielder. Number 22, Andrew Downs, the catcher. Number 2, Cameron Krodinger, the second baseman. Number 10, Clayton Snudden, left fielder. Number 15, Briar Fisher, first baseman. Number 3, Blake House, third baseman. Number 26, Levi Fisher, the center fielder. And the pitcher today is number 24, Dietrich Geertsen. And they're coached by Matt Bee-Sting from the DeSoto Dragons.
The Bee-Sting family,
Right.
legends in the Festus DeSoto area as far as baseball goes.
Right. Do us a favor, real quick. Like and share the day's page. We appreciate that. Tried to get our pregame going, but the pregame wasn't working with us, so we've got a lot of wind, and we're gonna have to learn this thing, guys, a little bit on how to do this thing a little quicker and a little bit more taking into the elements, I guess. You know, next week it's supposed to cool off, so we've got games next week too, and whatnot. So the sights and the sounds today from DeSoto High School.
Dragons taking the field. DeSoto comes into today's game. They're riding a 5-game winning streak, guys, including a 2-0 shutout yesterday over St. Clair. They're 1-0 in conference play by virtue of a 4-1 victory over Perryville. That was 11 days ago. That was their only conference game so far, but they come in 5-2. The Mehlville Panthers, who you will see will be in the darker green and gray today as opposed to the white and green from the home team Dragons. They entered today with a record of 3-2. Now, they last played back on the 21st, and that was a 3-2 loss versus Webster Groves. So the layoff will allow Mehlville to come back with their with one of their aces today on the mound, and we'll talk about him shortly. But on the mound for DeSoto, Dietrich Geertsen, he's at the back end of their starting rotation so far this year's guys. He's only pitched in one game. He's 0-1, and he's only pitched 4 innings with a 3.50 ERA. giving up 4 hits so far in the year. So this is a good chance for him to get some work in, like I said, at the back of that starting rotation, and as the other pitchers get some rest.
Joe, you're from Mehlville. Give us just an overview of what their season's been like.
They're 3-2 on the year, and they could have easily won that tournament as easily as they lost that, because they lost both games on the year to Webster Groves, and Webster Groves seems to have had their number. But Christian Harvey on the mound for Mehlville, and Christian Harvey took a perfect game into the 6th inning with 2 outs, and this guy can pitch with the best of them. It doesn't.
All right, well, we will see him shortly. Leading off for the Panthers, the aforementioned pitcher Christian Harvey in the leadoff slot. Fouls that first pitch out of play. We are underway here at 4:38 p.m. and we have beautiful sunny skies. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting to 10. And from where we're sitting and where the diamond's situated, the wind will be coming in from left field today. So shouldn't be an issue unless they get one up in the wind and it's a little gusty there towards left. Moves the ball low. 2-1 to Harvey. Christian Harvey batting .294 on the season. 400 on base average. There's a soft liner to the second baseman. And Kroediger handles it, Cameron Kroediger, for the first out for the Dragons. And in walks the third baseman, Andrew Chitwood. Chitwood, so far in the season, guys, .538 batting average, the .692 slugging percentage, and a .647 on-base average. 7 hits and 3 RBIs. Those all lead the Panthers. There's a foul drifting over past the dugout, and I believe that went out of play. Folks,
beautiful day out here, Jeff.
We can't tell you how excited we are to be out here and bringing this to you, and hopefully all the camera angles will afford you a wonderful view of the day. Next pitch offering. That's a fly ball on the infield. Third baseman calls off the shortstop, and he will handle it for the out. Blake House with the put out for the Dragons. And in steps Zach Moore, the shortstop for the Panthers. Zach Moore batting .133 on the season. 15 at-bats, 4 runs, 2 hits. And he fouls that first delivery out of play. Over top of the Mehlville bus. Guys are jumping on that first pitch fastball.
Yeah.
And they haven't been able to time it up yet. Fouling it off. Here's the 0-1. Little high. Makes the count 1-1. Dietrich delivers that fastball outside. That'll take the count to 2-1. That next pitch a little low and inside. 3-1 the count now to Zach Moore. Takes a pitch for a strike. Zach was trying to work a 2-out walk there, taking all the way, and now the count is full.
Getting used to the new gizmos here, Jeff.
That's Swings at that one, taps it slowly. The first baseman takes it himself, and it's 3 up, 3 down for the Panthers in the top of the first. Getting ready to head to the bottom of the inning.
Joe, you're kind of quiet. What's going on with that?
I don't know. I'm
Just taking in the sights and the sounds, right?
Just taking in the sights and sounds on a gorgeous day for baseball. So,
Absolutely.
as Jeff said earlier, Christian Harvey's on the mound. This guy, he pitched well his last outing. He's been good so far. So we'll see what happens today. How the DeSoto hitters try to attack him. Pretty quick inning for the DeSoto starter in the Dietrich in the first inning. So we'll see if the same follows suit with Harvey in the bottom of the first.
Harvey 2-0 on the season, 10.7 innings pitched, and an ERA of 0.66.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And that definitely leads their staff. He's only given up 5 hits over those 10.7 innings.
I want to tell you about our sponsor today. It's the Refuge DeSoto, just down the street here, actually. Refuge DeSoto, a church for you. They meet on Sundays at 10:30 and Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. Check them out at the Refuge DeSoto at 1200 North of 5th Street in DeSoto, 314-409-5562. Bonnie Orlando, I see you out there. We're hoping to see Bonnie Orlando's name a few more times here a little later in the season.
She's been a top fan for us so far. Seen her several times.
Daniel Cathcart, Michelle Halbrook. She's watching probably from the wonderful couch of our home.
Harvey's done with his warm-up, and in steps Nick Krodinger. He'll take a fastball inside for a ball. Nick Krodinger, batting .360 on the season. And he hits a slow roller to third. Good play by the third baseman to pick that up and make the out.
As I said before, this Mehlville defense has shown its prowess. They've made the plays they've had to.
It's good.
5-3 on the putout. Hunter Dill steps in. Hunter Dill is the designated hitter today. There's a pitch outside.
You would think, Jeff, today with the wind, it'd be a left-hander's advantage.
Could be, especially anything hit to the right side, tailing away to the right fielder. There's a pitch inside, and that clipped him. Just clipped him on the jersey arm for a hit by pitch. And Cameron Brooke will step in, the right fielder. Cameron Brooks batting .417 on the season. And he takes the first pitch strike. Harvey off the stretch. Standard lead taken at first base, and there's a shot to the second baseman, and that sneaks under his glove, and that'll be a base hit. And the Dragons have 2 on with 1 out.
I see Wags over here. Loving the broadcast, guys.
What's up, Wags?
In steps the catcher, Andrew Downs. Andrew Downs hitting .238 so far on the season. But Andrew Downs has got some pop. 2 home runs on the year, and he leads the team with 7 RBIs.
Ooh, getting some wind today, guys.
I'm telling you.
Takes the first pitch low. You know, Joe, when you've got a very good lockdown pitcher like Harvey has proven himself so far this year, it's always key if you can jump on him early before he gets settled in, gets into a groove.
Yeah, and on the flip side, let's see.
There's a pass ball. Runners will advance.
As I was gonna say, I mean, on the flip side, the strength of a pitcher is how he can get out of tough spots. And if you can't work out of adversity, you're not gonna last long. And so we'll see what happens here. Second, third, one out. Not ideal, but
Harvey with the pitch.
It seems a little erratic early.
Harvey moving back. He went off the windup on that last pitch, and now he's moved back to the stretch. And there's an off-speed pitch high. And a walk will load the bases for Cameron Kroedinger. Cameron, a .313 average. One out, bases loaded for Cameron Kroedinger. And a great opportunity here for the Dragons to get on the board.
All right, bud, come on, now you ready?
Pitch inside. He's having a hard time spotting that fastball right now, Joe. And Kroedinger takes a strike on the outside corner.
Now you ready? Come on. See you can hit it.
1-2 the count. Kroedinger looking to put something in play here. Takes a pitch inside. 2-2. Harvey trying to work inside out so far today, but he's hit a few on the outside corners, but he's had trouble with that inside strike. There's a pitch outside.
You hate to walk a run in.
Yeah, he's got to buckle down
Full
here.
count. Bases loaded. One down here in the bottom of the first. Kroedinger, a slow roller to the shortstop. Second, he turns to first, but it's too late. And the Dragons will get a run. That ball was hit too slow for to get a double play, unfortunately, for the Panthers.
And Harvey did his job. He got the ground ball, but it was too slow, as Jeff said. It's not an easier scenario to get out with runners on and 2 out, but it's better than 2 runs scoring and 1 out still. So
Well, that leaves runners on first and third for Clayton Snudden. Clayton is the left fielder today, batting .286 on the season.
We've heard his name a few times in basketball, haven't we?
Absolutely. Clayton Snudden, 3-sport athlete for DeSoto. Of course, very good, important member of the DeSoto Dragon basketball team as he swings at first pitch strike. Also, all-state wide receiver for the DeSoto Dragon football team. Great hands. Fouls one straight back. He had that one pretty well timed, but now he finds himself in a hole. 0-2. Ray and I literally holding down the fort today.
We are holding down the fort.
Holding on to the arms of our canopy when the wind gusts. There's a shot up the middle for a base hit, and that's going to score another run and give Clayton Snudden an RBI single on the day.
Nice shot, Clayton.
Two on and 2 aboard now for Briar Fisher.
Nice piece of hitting there. He took the ball right where it was pitched.
Absolutely, and now Harvey has to be very careful here. Briar Fisher batting .500 on the season with a .700 slugging percentage.
Yeah, good
They've got a base open that would advance to fill the bases, but they have to be very, very careful here with Briar Fisher.
Yeah, they do. 500 hitter. Not an easy out by any means.
Harvey off the stretch. And a swing and a foul. Little inside-out swing there on an inside pitch. Fisher very aggressive so far at this at-bat. Harvey checks the runners. Looks in. And that ball is in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher. He doesn't know where it's at. And the runner's going to come around from second base. There's a play at the plate, and he is safe. Play at the plate is safe. Krodinger slid under the tag from the catcher, Harvey. That ball was in the dirt, and the catcher lost track of where it went. It rolled toward the third base side, folks, and the pitcher had to sprint off the mound and get the ball and deliver it to the plate, and that gave Krodinger time to score all the way from second base. And the runner at first also advanced to third. But a heads-up play by Cameron Krodinger, hustling all the way.
Yeah, very, very, very heads-up play by Krodinger. Now let's see if Harvey can bear down here. He's already given up a couple runs here, so.
There's a shot, and just foul. Shot into the left field corner, landed foul by about 5 feet.
From our vantage point, it didn't. I couldn't really see where it landed. I was thinking it was gonna be fair.
Went into the wind and just hooked foul, just slightly.
I guess an advantage if you're on defense right now.
Good crowd on hand out here to watch this game and soak up some rays. Here's Fisher with 2 strikes on him. And weak swing and a strikeout, and that will end the inning. But the Dragons get on board. A couple of runs scored, and they'll take a lead here into the top of the second. Gentlemen, here we go. Here we go with the second inning, and I'm going to turn the play-by-play over to Jolton Joe Hamilton.
Cameron Fuller at the plate now, fouls one off, strike one. Fuller, pretty good catcher, pretty decent hitter this season so far. As the pitcher looks in for a sign.
Fuller
now he comes set.
Fuller batting .300 on the year.
Low called a strike. 0-2.
I agree, it was a little low.
Fuller on the year hitting 300 like Jeff said, and here's a pitch. Way high, ball 1. Let's see how Dietrich pitches after a quick inning in the first inning. And he's been sitting for a little bit, so we'll see what happens. Here's the 1-2. Grounder, foul. Just foul. Ooh, it was foul. I was wondering, because usually I guess they tell you to make that play no matter what.
Absolutely.
I guess I'm going to call that just how they do it, so.
Better be safe than sorry, right?
Yep.
Dragons with 3 runs on 2 hits in the bottom of the first.
That's what you call spreading out production. Fuller, here's the pitch. Popped up, foul territory, and it falls. Still remains 1-2.
Soft little foul ball there between the first baseman and the catcher, and in no man's land there. Neither one had a real chance to get that.
We appreciate the wind for cutting down on us now.
Actually feels really good
Yeah,
right
it feels
now.
real nice out
It
here.
might be divine intervention from our sponsor today, Ray.
There you go.
Here's another 1-2 pitch.
Pastor Jerry will like that.
2-2.
Thank you, Pastor Gary.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yep.
Thank you, Pastor Jerry.
Oh, man. Gorgeous sky. I love looking at the sky in baseball season when it's really nice. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. Still 2-2.
That wasn't too far from us. We're going to have to start bringing a net.
So, who's the better of all the three of us? Because I can't catch the ball with anything. Who's the better athlete here?
I have no idea.
So,
It's been a long time since I've been an athlete, fellas.
here's the pitch. Fouled off yet again. Credit Cameron Fuller for having a good at bat here.
Very good at bat.
What is this now? 7-8 pitches this at bat?
I don't think we're that far in. Maybe 5 or 6.
5 or 6, excuse me.
Gertzkin has been very efficient in the first inning, but he's got quite a little battle going here.
Tried to throw a little curveball there. Didn't curve in.
Didn't curve in, and it's now 3-2. Got to protect the plate if you're Fuller. Here's the 3-2 on its way. High, ball 4.
That was a close one.
Mehlville gets an early base runner here in the second inning.
Great at bat there by Fuller. Chase Atkins coming to plate now, Joe.
Chase Atkins at the plate. He's first at bat in this game.
.235 on the season.
Enough time to upgrade those numbers. Only played 5 games this season.
Absolutely. You could have a great day at the plate, and all of a sudden you're batting .400
Exactly.
because it's early.
Here's the pitch. Outside, called a strike. Wow.
You got the corner on that one. No problem at all.
No problem. That one's been called both sides. Time called.
First base coach and the third base coach there wanted to communicate a new play to the base runner.
Here's the 0-1. Instead, check on the runner at first. Back in safely.
Always good idea to throw over there as soon as the coaches have thrown out a new play there for the runner, just in case he's going, or they try to execute the hit and run here.
Here's the pitch. Outside corner again, called a strike 2. I guess he's going to live on that corner.
They're going to give it to you.
Hey, might as well take it. (0-2) with a runner on first, top second. Here's the pitch.
Ooh, nice poke. Right over
Nice
his head.
poke over the shortstop over the second baseman for a base hit. 2 runners on, nobody out. Good start for the Mehlville Panthers here in the second inning.
That's a classic case of just taking that ball and hitting it where it was pitched.
Frankie Baez at the plate now. I don't.
That's Ian Argent.
Ian Argent, excuse me. Ian Argent. Excuse me, my eyes deceive me. Argent.
Coach Beesting going out to confer here on the mound with Gertzkin.
This inning started out how the bottom of the first started out. So we'll see if Mehlville has any of the luck that DeSoto had.
While we're having a little conference here, Joe, as normal, as we did during the baseball season and some other older seasons, folks, if you're watching the stream from far away, please chime in and let us know with your comments. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to see. We've had people all around the country and all around the world, for that matter, joining in and watching the stream, and we would love to know where you're watching from today. So feel free to comment, and please do share.
Argent at the plate for his first at bat for this game. Gertzkin's looking in for a sign. Now he comes set. Here's the pitch. Argent looking to bunt there. Kind of a different play call there. What do you think of that?
Oh, I believe he was just taking on the pitch all the way. I think he was just showing bunt.
So you're saying he was probably deking everybody, thinking,
yes, that was
just okay.
Yeah, he was just showing bunt to take the pitch.
1-0 on Argent. Here's the pitch by Gertzkin. Again showing bunt. Fouls it away.
Trying to advance the runner on a sacrifice there.
That's a very selfless play.
Argent 267 on the season.
Here's the pitch. Right call.
Nice pitch, high in the strike zone. He seemed to be taking all the way on that one. Important battle here. Important for Argent to be able to move those runners along with nobody out.
Mehlville's got a golden opportunity here. Let's see if they can cash in. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball.
A little low and outside.
I love this field, too.
Field's in pretty good shape.
Here's the pitch. Argent swings and fouls it off. Nice swing by Ian Argent there.
Little inside-out swing on that ball that was on the inside half. Trying to take it to right to advance the runners. Good baseball and a good battle here setting up.
Mehlville the Panthers clearly have a different mindset going into the second inning than they did in the first. Here's the pitch.
Right on the corner.
Outside corner, strike three. Again, like I said before, if they're going to give it to you, might as well keep going back there.
That's a big out for DeSoto. Ian Brook.
Ian Brook is at the plate now.
Brock's only had one at bat on the season so far.
Oh, we have our farthest away so far that's watching from the UK, Graham Walker. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Graham.
How about that?
Thank you very much. Inside corner called strike one.
Joan Beck, my grandson Hunter Dill from Lake Wales, Florida. She's Florida. How about that? We're hitting Florida.
Wonderful.
A little warmer there, I'm sure.
We'd like to thank Graham and his countrymen for giving us the sport which eventually evolved into baseball.
That's right. And that sport was?
Rounders.
There you go. He knows.
Count now at 1-1.
Rounders, a little cricket. Well, guys smacking things with bats.
Yeah.
Nice analogy there.
No, you
Kinda
know,
called.
And who doesn't like to hit a small object with a bat?
that's
really?
right.
I mean,
that's true.
That's a universal thing.
Lots of truth.
Who wouldn't
to that.
like to hit anything with a bat?
Exactly.
It just seems more, makes you more happy. I don't know. Next pitch is on its way. Low outside corner, called a strike.
Gertzkin's showing some good intestinal fortitude here to really bear down on these hitters.
Here's the pitch. Ball. In the dirt there. Somewhat.
Little low.
Little low. Fly ball. Who's got it? Who's got it? Play was made. Out number 2.
Not sure who made that. We're a little obstructive. That from where we're sitting at, that was down the third base line, but our view was obstructed by the dugout, so we're not sure who was able to make that put out, if it was the shortstop or the third baseman. And we're told by the fan that the third baseman made that catch. And a dandy catch it was. That ball was trouble.
Nick Glazer at the plate now. Here's the pitch. A little high, ball 1. Mehlville would like to get something out of this inning.
Glazer batting .300 on the season. 2 RBIs to his name.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike called. 1-1.
Folks, lest you think that Ray's just sitting back and taking a nap today, he's got his hands full over there producing, directing, keeping all these cameras going. And
Trying to keep the counts, trying to keep the score.
Exactly.
Ground ball right up the middle. Let's see if the play's made. Tough play, and everybody's safe. Nice turn of events for the Panthers there. But the defense, shoddy defense there from DeSoto. Tough play, of course.
Slow roller to the shortstop, and gave him plenty of time to think about what he wanted to do. It was going to be close at second or first, so he had to get rid of it in a hurry, and just took his eye off it at the last second, Joe.
Nate Gardner at the plate now. Strike 1 called.
That is actually Joey Albanese.
Joey Albanese. I see. I'm kind of obstructed too because I can
You're
only
right
see
back
one
trying
number.
to pull there. The poll got you. Poll 1, Joe 0.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Albanese swings and that's out of play.
Pastor Jerry Wooten's watching right now.
I think Joey was taking score. I remember being at the Mehlville Lindbergh tournament. He was keeping score off of, I forget what the thing is called. I'll talk about it. Here's the pitch. Way high for a ball. I think it was called Strike Zone or something.
Mm-hmm.
On your iPad, you can take different, like who's up at the bat, or who's up at the plate, who's pitching, who's on, or what's the count, that kind of thing.
Right.
I don't think he's played this year yet. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Nice swing by Joey there.
The vehicles in the parking lot were spared on that one, but barely.
No vehicles were harmed during that play.
Gertzkins has his sign, and here's the pitch.
And
Swing and a miss struck him out. And after an inning and a third, DeSoto still up 3-0.
I'll tell you about our sponsor here, the Refuge DeSoto. The Refuge, a church for you. Sundays at 10:30, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. They're located at 1200 North 5th Street, DeSoto, Missouri. Literally right down the street from here. DeSoto, a church for you, 314-409-5562. Give you a little rundown of what our schedule looks like also here in the next few weeks. Obviously today's schedule, the 27th, Mehlville versus DeSoto, 4:30. Tomorrow, pending weather, as long as we can hopefully we'll get those rain clouds out of the way, Jeff, and that get in the Festus Windsor game out at Windsor at 4:30 at their brand new ballpark. We walked by there yesterday. That was an amazing facility that they have over there. So April 1st, we start 1st of April, Perryville out at St. Vincent. We've been by Perryville Park. That is another beautiful park that we're excited about being at. April 4th, Herculaneum in Crystal City out at Crystal Park. We have softball, girls softball, April 8th, Bourbon versus Crystal City. The 9th, Crystal City versus St. Pius. And April 11th, DeSoto versus Hillsboro out at Hillsboro. And to round out the first 8 games here, April 16th, Jefferson R7 versus Herculaneum out at Andy Runzie Field.
That should be a fun one, Jeff. How is Jefferson R7 this year?
R7's having a fine season so far. They're a senior-heavy team. They've got probably the fastest 1 through 5 top of the lineup that I've seen from any high school team in quite a while. And they're set and ready to go.
Blake House at the plate now for DeSoto. Here's the pitch. A little high. Harvey needs to try to find a way to settle down here. He had a rough first inning. Let's see if the second inning can calm down here.
Blake House the 9th hitter, looking for his first hit on the season.
Outside corner, called a strike. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with that pitch.
Yeah, he went chasing that ball that was down and away.
One and 2 to count now. Harvey has his sign and kicks and fires. Just a bit inside. Called a ball.
So with a 3-0 lead here at the bottom of the second.
Another pitch inside. It seems like he still wants to establish an inside corner. It's not working.
Just missing inside. Trying to work inside out, and not sure if he's trying to throw that inside pitch for a strike or if he's just trying to move inside so he can establish the outside corner. Either way, he's having a hard time hitting his spots.
Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. As many will say it across the game of baseball, walks will kill you, especially leadoff walks.
Absolutely. This is Levi Fisher, the center fielder, Joe.
Levi Fisher at the plate now. Here's the pitch. Popped up beyond the second baseman. Center fielder, or right fielder has it, excuse me.
One of those.
One of those. Right fielder has it, out number 1. I gotta get my sides right.
Back to the top of the order is Nick Krodinger steps in now. Nick Krodinger, first inning, led off the game with a putout, 5-3 putout, ground ball to the third baseman. 0 for 1 on the day.
0-1 to Krodinger. Christian Harvey kicks and fires. Fouled off. Luckily that screen's there. You have people sitting right next to us.
High fastball.
Usually with a high fastball, Jeff, you see hard contact when contact is made.
He had it timed up well, just missed it.
Here's the pitch. Inside, ball one.
Looks like Harvey turned that ball over, trying to run it inside to the right-handed hitter.
Hit and run.
Hit and run and base hit. Kroninger's 1 for 2.
Nice piece of hitting there by Nick Kroninger, taking that pitch. High fastball right back up the middle. Base hit. Center fielder had no chance. Hunter Dill steps to the plate. Be ready, Grandma in Florida. Hunter Dill, first time up, was hit by a pitch. Let's see if he can move those runners over, pardon me.
Popped up. See if there's a play here, and it falls out of play. Nice to get ahead for Harvey there. Seems like once he gets ahead, it can kind of settle him down a little bit.
Hunter Dill hoping to put the Mehlville Panthers in a pickle. Sorry, I had to put that.
Jeff Whitener, the comedian. Here's the pitch. Bunted toward the third base side. Third baseman has it. Throws on the first. And it gets away from a run. Does score. And the coach will hold him up at third base. 4-0 lead for DeSoto now. Seemed like the third baseman got panicked a little bit there.
He had more time than he thought, and he rushed his throw, and it showed. And now we've got runners on second and third.
Conference at the mound here. Harvey definitely hasn't had his best games this far.
DeSoto now leads 4-0 here in the second. It was a beautiful bunt to advance the runners. And it would have been a fairly close play at first, but the third baseman rushed his throw in the dirt. First baseman couldn't scoop it. And now we have runners on second and third. Runs scored here with 1 out. Cameron Brooks at the plate. Cameron Brooks singled and scored in the first.
Runners on second and third, not what you want to see after that long first inning Harvey had in the first. Strike one to Brooks.
See my son from Kirksville, Missouri. Hello, Mr. Curtis. That's a foul.
Fouled off.
Glad nobody's parked down that way. Got an update watching from Mehlville at the JV game, 7-0 DeSoto.
JV game, huh?
Yeah. We
Not
get
a
that
good,
from time to time.
not a good day for Mehlville at this point.
Scott Tobin, how are you?
Here's
we know
the
Scott,
pitch.
right?
Yep. Scott Tobin is also a co-host on my show, so.
There you go. And your show is? We're going to plug you away.
Crunch Time with Joe and Wags. You can find us on Mondays from 1 to 3 on CiaoSTL.com. That's CIAOSTL.com. Or the Facebook page, Crunch Time with Joe and Wags. We also have a YouTube, Twitter, the whole 9 yards. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
That ball was hit, and the second baseman can't get it. Another runner will score. Two runners will score. It's now 6-0 in favor of DeSoto here in the second inning. This is beginning to be a long day for Christian Harvey and the Mehlville Panthers.
That ball glanced off Harvey's glove, and the infield was drawn in for the play at the plate here, trying to keep this game closer. And unfortunately, because it glanced off Harvey's glove, it went by the second baseman who was already drawn in. There was really nothing he could do about it.
Six to nothing, got out of hand quick for the Mehlville Panthers.
What do you think, guys? Should we give Brooks a hit on that play?
Well, that's going to be a good hit.
That's an out by the left fielder.
Catch is made by the left fielder. Again, we are obstructed by the dugouts here, so that ball seemed like it was tagged from here, but...
Gentlemen, let's take a vote. That went off the pitcher's glove, that hit, do we give him a hit or do we give him an error on that play? Let's take a vote.
I say give him a hit, but I would also say if you're going to put it on the second baseman, I make an error on the second baseman because he misplayed that big time.
Well, the second baseman really didn't have a chance for the ball because he was playing in. They were playing in to try to cut down the play at the plate. So I believe Cameron Brooks gets a hit on that play and 2 RBIs.
Cameron Krodiger now. Here's the pitch. Nice block by the catcher there. Keeps the runners right where they are. Runner, I should say.
Cameron, with a fielder's choice in the first, came around to score a run.
Christian Harvey wants a new ball. Ball in dirt, runner goes to second, and not even close at second base.
Yeah, that ball was in the dirt. Catcher had a hard time handling that. There's really nothing he could have done to catch the runner there.
Yep.
Throw down made it close, but that was a pure stolen base.
Nice base running there.
Brooks gets himself in scoring position here with 2 outs.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
That's going to find somebody's car. Nope, didn't.
Some of these cars are getting so lucky right now.
Pastor Jerry has added again his influence.
There you go.
Here's the pitch. Grounder. Hit to third. Third baseman has it, throws it to first. And finally, Mehlville gets out of the inning, but DeSoto takes advantage. And scores 2 runs.
2 runs on 2 hits that inning for the Dragons.
We'll give the plug here for the Refuge, since we talked about Pastor Jerry there for a second. Sponsored by the Refuge DeSoto, a church for you, Sundays at 10:30, Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. They also want to invite you out to their Easter service. It's at 10:30 Sunday, Easter Sunday. You can check them out at 1200 North 5th Street in DeSoto, Missouri, 314-409-5562. That's the Refuge DeSoto. This guy's a little heavy on the DeSoto side. They brought their bats today.
Yeah, and it looks like both games they brought their bats, JV and varsity. And we got Caleb Beauty saying, "Come on, Mehlville."
5 runs on 4 hits so far for the Dragons. Very efficient offense. They've been able to put the ball in play and do some various things with the bat to move that defense around of the Panthers and create a little havoc.
Yep.
We'll see what happens now as we head to the top of the third, and Dietrich Gertzgen continues on the mound, and he will face the leadoff hitter and pitcher, Christian Harvey, and we'll see if he can help himself here, get on base and get some runs back.
A very good opportunity to get at least some back. You might want to get on base if you're Harvey, kind of atone for the last couple innings.
Is that your official professional opinion there? Get on base?
Yeah,
get on base.
Get on base. Good start there, huh?
Harvey looks at 1 low. 1-0. And here's the pitch.
Caleb says, "Hi, Joe." Ooh, there's a cranker.
There's a shot to left field. Right at the left fielder. Sinking line drive. Makes a nice play on the ball.
That's what you call hard luck.
Yeah.
Caleb Udy is actually my cousin, and Ethan Udy, who actually plays on the Mehlville team, is one of my cousins too. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Next up for the Panthers, Andrew Chitwood. Chitwood steps in. Chitwood popped up to the third baseman in the first inning. There's a ball to short. And there's quickly 2 away here for the Panthers. First pitch right to the shortstop, and he took care of business. And that brings in Zach Moore. Zach Moore with a pop out to the first baseman in the first inning. So far, Dietrich has done a great job at the top of the order for the Panthers. They are a collective 0 for 5. 1, 2, 3 hitters.
Those are your table setters. That's a very good job by Dietrich, and that's a bad job by the Panthers.
Not letting them set the table so far.
No, not at all.
Taking that tablecloth and just pulling it right off the table.
Yep.
Crashing all those dishes to the floor, right?
Yeah. That was like an excuse me foul ball there.
Yeah, I heard it barely tick over here.
Breaking
like,
ball didn't break, and check swing, and that went right off the knob of the bat for a foul ball. Gertzgen looks in, gets his sign. Here's the pitch. That one's high. Zach Moore trying to find a way. That's low and inside for a ball. That's right down central for a strike. And Moore is caught looking. 3 up, 3 down for the Panthers. No runs, no hits, no errors as we head to the bottom of the third with the Dragons leading 5-0.
6. 6-0.
6-0, pardon me.
We hope you guys are enjoying opening day here for us at Livestream STL. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, and as I'm trying to get used to my new scoreboard here, we're going through a couple of different scoreboards. We're waiting for an update on an app so I can get my real scoreboard together, and so right now everything is all one graphic, so a ball, a strike is a graphic. And so it's hard for me to see that, but anyway, we'll give you the second half of our broadcast schedule, starting April 18th, Windsor at DeSoto, right back here at 4:30. Monday the 22nd, April 22nd, St. Pius versus Grandview out at Grandview High School. Tuesday, April 23rd, Grandview at Crystal City. Wednesday the 24th, Grandview at Herculaneum. So I got 3 Grandview games in a row. Well, I'm going to be Don Jeffrey's going to be loving me out there at Grandview. Hillsboro at Festus on April 25th out at West City Park. April 29th, Crystal City versus Herculaneum out at Andy Runze Field. And our big ones here, which we're going to be loving, we're going to be in like the lap of luxury at GCS Ballpark. Herculaneum versus Grandview out at GCS at 4:30 on May 2nd, and May 8th, Jefferson R7 versus Hillsboro. I think all 3 of us might be out there for that game.
Yep.
I believe so. I believe we're going to be able to make it out there for that. Gentlemen, the Panthers have decided to make a pitching change here as we go to the bottom of the third. And they're going to go with number 22, Andrew Downs.
Got his warm-ups in. Warms up quick.
I got to say, Ray, I hope you like me, man. I'll be on more.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Joe Hamilton making his pitch for more airtime. Clayton Snudden leads things off here for the Dragons, and he fouls one off to take the first pitch strike.
Joe's over here fist bumping.
Gotta have fun, you know.
Fun at the old ballpark. So we put one straight up. That ball is straight up and right in front of us, and almost took out an elderly lady.
She didn't even move.
She didn't. She's going to take one right off the noggin if she needed to.
Nor did she try to catch that ball.
Oh, yeah. Well, she didn't have a glove, so.
Well,
I've seen people in Major League games move more than that.
Come on.
I'm joking. But I watch a lot of baseball.
I believe this is the debut for Downs on the mound this year, folks. We don't have any pitching statistics for him. Snudden grounds it to the second baseman, handles it cleanly for the out. And that'll bring in Briar Fisher. Briar Fisher 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the day. Downs came in, did his job, got the first out. First pitch, a little high. There's a shot to the shortstop. And no chance on the play. Took that ball on the short hop. The ball flipped up in the air. And by the time he corralled it, Fisher was on first base.
I think that's Christian Harvey out there at short. And I believe if he would have got in front of that ball, at least knocked it down, it would have been a much easier play.
Yeah, he sidestepped it a little bit and tried to short hop it. I agree with you, Joe. If he would have stayed in front of that a little more, he probably would have had a good play on it. And you're right, Harvey has moved to short now. Blake House, is the number 8 hitter. He reached on a walk in the first inning, takes a strike. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. They fumbled it. They were able to get the second out. The ball went off Harvey's glove right to the second baseman.
That's what you call being at the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
And they're calling him safe. No, he's out.
Yeah.
There you go. He wasn't sure what the umpire had called, but the ball went off Harvey's glove right to the second baseman, who was able to grab it while he was on the bag for the force out. And that'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice. 6-4 fielder's choice. And in walks Levi Fisher, the center fielder. Levi Fisher with a fly ball to right. His first time up.
I got him, yeah. It sure did.
Just clipped him for a hit by pitch, and that'll put 2 on and 2 out for the Dragons. With their top of the order coming up. Nick Krodinger step in. Nick Croder 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a run scored.
One side there, too.
Inside. So far, Downs has come in, and they really haven't hit the ball hard off of them. It's been some slow rollers and some routine ground balls that have given the Panther defense some fits. There's another fly ball to right field for the putout, and the third out of the inning. And this is the first inning. The Dragons do not score. No runs on no hits and 1 error. 6-0 in favor of DeSoto.
Give you a few updates on games upcoming. Tomorrow we will be out at Windsor pending the weather. They are calling for some rain, but we're just hoping that doesn't happen and we get in a beautiful day of baseball out at Windsor High School at their brand new facility.
That should be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun out there tomorrow at 4:30. And then after that, we will be first thing Monday, 4:30. We will be out at St. Vincent. We'll actually be out at Perryville Park, and beautiful Perryville Park. Have you been out there, Joe, before?
No, I haven't.
Jeff?
Yes, I have been to Perryville before. It's a very nice facility.
Yeah,
very nice.
Very nice. That's 4:30 on Monday, and then on Thursday, April 4th, we'll be out at Crystal Park, where Herculaneum takes on Crystal City at 4:30, and then on Monday, April 8th at 4:30, we'll have high school softball. The Bourbon will be taking on Crystal City out at Crystal Park again.
Panthers getting ready to lead off the top of the fourth, and telling you all about it will be Mr. Excitable, Joe Hamilton.
Mr. Excitable.
Cameron Fuller at the plate. Nice intro there. Cameron Fuller at the plate now. Wasting no time. Here's the pitch. Strike one called.
Cameron Fuller drew a walk in the second inning. Did not come around to score. He was stranded at third.
With high school being a 7-inning game, Mehlville needs to start at least getting base runners. You need base runners right now, so you got to be selective if you're Mehlville. 2-0 to Cameron Fuller. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, well, it's called a strike. I don't know if that was outside corner or not. I think a pitch a couple innings ago was at the same spot you said, right down the middle, so I'm kind of trusting you.
That was right down central.
That was right down central, excuse me. 3-1 to count now to Cameron Fuller.
I have a 2-2 count on the board over here, just so you know.
2-2?
Yep.
I guess I missed a strike, okay. 2-2 to Cameron Fuller. My apologies. Here's the pitch. Hits one out to right field. The right fielder comes in, and makes the catch close to the foul line for the first out here.
That ball got held up nicely in the wind, gave the right fielder plenty of time to get over. Chase Atkins, the center fielder. Chase Atkins, 1-for-1 with a base hit on the day. He actually got...
He's one of the few Mehlville hitters who actually...
He's the only hitter.
Well, the only hitter that solved Gerdskin to this point.
Exactly.
Here's the pitch. Strike called.
Right down central.
Yep. I was leaving that one for you. Oh, man. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way high, ball one.
You know, the toughest part of this day, guys, is when this game's over and we pack up and go home and we're all heading back to our homes. You'll be driving through the neighborhood with the windows down, and everybody will be grilling, and all of that wonderful smell will be wafting through the neighborhood. Am I right?
Yeah. You're exactly right.
Yep.
Perfect day for it. I think the high today was
Here's the
about
pitch.
65.
Fouled off.
Right back towards us here. Watch your head there, folks. Right off the parking lot.
I would hope the pasture has his eyes on us, but I would hope there wouldn't be a ball that hits the canopy here.
I'd rather it hit the canopy than hit us.
That's true.
Good point.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off yet again, and as I say that, it gets closer and closer.
Yeah, it's about the same spot.
Atkins with a nice little battle here.
One thing Mehlville is doing, they are making Gerdskin's work for his outs. Or at least a few of these hitters are.
Atkins got him timed up pretty well.
Here's the pitch.
Oh,
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
He pulled the string on him. Pulled the string with the breaking ball. Got him to whiff. And
2 outs here in the inning.
Ian Argent. Argent with the strikeout in the second, 0-for-1 on the day.
Here's the pitch. Argent, little nubber toward the third baseman. Gobbles it up, throws on the first. And there's a quick inning for you. As we go to the middle of the, fourth? Yeah, middle of the fourth. It's all DeSoto in this one, 6-0.
tells you the action, let me tell you about, at this point, Dietrich Gertzgen and where he is at. Gertzgen threw 4 innings, 1 hit and 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk on the day. So far, a very good outing for Dietrich Gertzgen.
Hunter Dill, here's the pitch. Grounded to first, easy first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the bottom of 4.
Another thing, Gertzgen has retired the last 7 batters in a row.
Cameron Brooks now. Here's the pitch. Strike called. I believe that was low inside corner.
Brooks 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a stolen base.
We have a JV update. 13-1.
And Brooks is 3 for 3.
Brooks is 3 for 3. Yep.
13-1. Mehlville is down to DeSoto's JV in the 4th.
Andrew Downs at the plate now. Here's the pitch. Grounded to second.
There you go.
And the out is made. He could have had 2 there in the second baseman, but fumbled it. At least he got the out at first. Always good to get that 1 out.
He got the sure out on the play, and because of that hesitation, DeSoto was able to advance the runner, but that does count as a 4-3 put out.
Here's Cameron Krodiger now.
Krodiger 0 for 1 on the day. 0 for 2, pardon me, with the fielder's choice and a ground out to the shortstop.
Here's the pitch.
He did come around and score in the first inning on that fielder's choice.
High strike.
Ray adjusting the cameras because our view is looking right into the sun as it starts to set below the west.
Here's the pitch. Lined over the second baseman. Krodiger is heading to second. Runner will score. That makes it 7-0. Krodiger's into second with a double.
Right fielder Dove tried to make a play on that ball, and unfortunately he wasn't able to keep it in front of him, and that allowed Krodiger to get easily into second base easily. Krodiger with an RBI double.
Clayton Snuddens now.
Snudden 1 for 2 on the day with the base hit and an RBI.
Strike 1 called.
I'd be very surprised if Clayton Snudden wasn't playing a college sport next year somewhere. I'm not sure if he has signed some place yet or not.
I hope that coach is okay.
Yeah, nice play by the coach there.
At least he kept it in front of him.
Yeah.
If anyone's watching from the DeSoto and they know if Clayton Snudden has signed someplace, please let us know.
Right.
We'd be happy to pass that information along. Our goal, our mission, whether it's live stream STL or any of us in our various jobs, there's wild pitch.
Wild pitch.
Runner moves to third. We love to shine a light on these players. It doesn't matter what sport, male, female. Our whole focus is being able to shine a light on these players and their activities.
That one's running behind us.
Right behind us. Let's see where it lands.
Oh,
I thought young kid was gonna make that catch there.
Young man had a glove and he was looking right up into fighting the sun the whole time.
You ever played a sport, Jeff? When you were younger?
Did I play a sport?
Here's the pitch.
Yes, I've been known to play some sports.
There's a cranker.
That ball is crushed out to center field. Center fielder makes the catch though, and the inning's over. DeSoto does add a run though. We end the 4th inning. 7-0 DeSoto.
my numbers mixed up here real quick. So, yeah, so we're on live here. We're at the top of the 5th here. Got a couple more innings here. Beautiful day out here. Got a little bit of wind, but hey, we'll take the beautiful day. Jeff, overall thoughts of how things are going for both teams?
Well, so far today, I would say, it's been all DeSoto Dragons. They've been very efficient on offense. Dietrich Gertzgen, the big story so far on the mound is he heads out for the top of the 5th, and he's had his warm-ups and ready to go. But DeSoto's been pretty efficient, offense, defense, and hitting pitching all the way around.
Yep. We'll go back to live actions here.
Leading off for the Panthers of this inning, Ian Brook, the first baseman. Brook with a pop out to the third baseman back in the second inning, 0 for 1 on the day. And swing and a miss on that breaking ball.
Got the sun playing with us now, playing with our cameras a little bit. Hey, Bonnie Orlando says Brittany Krodinger is watching from the University of Northern Iowa.
Awesome. First put out of the day, ground ball, the second baseman makes the play. And we have one away, and Nick Glazer stepping in. Nick Glazer reached on an error by the shortstop back in the second and was stranded at first base. Glazer takes pitch right down the middle. Strike one. Krodinger family, obviously, the two boys playing out here. There's a little dinker, and that's going to land in no man's land for a hit between the left fielder, the center fielder, and the shortstop.
Finally, the Panthers have a runner on with less than 2 out. It seems like when they get runners on, it's not always the best scenario because there's always been 2 out.
And that is the first hit that Gertzgen has given up since the second inning, and only the second hit of the game, ladies and gentlemen, as Albanesius steps in. Albanesius, the right fielder. Move to first base, the ball gets away, and the runner will advance to second. The throw to first was in the dirt, and it actually went under the runner. The first baseman really didn't have a chance to get that ball. And the catcher will go out and talk to Gertzgen and make sure they set up the defense right and the signs right with a runner on second. Anytime you've got a runner on second, you need to rotate those through your signs. Got a very nice crowd on hand today as we look around here. Everybody looking for that excuse to get outside and enjoy some baseball.
That's right.
There's a shot over the third baseman's head for a hit. They're going to send the runner home. The left fielder gathers it, and he's unable to reel it in. That's an RBI single for Albanesius. He advances the second on an error, and that scores Nick Glazer for the first run of the game for the Mehlville Panthers. And Christian Harvey steps in.
No pitch. Pitchers hate that.
Do we know how many pitches that Gertzgen has at this point?
We do not, unless you've been keeping track.
It's kind of...
Don't have a pitch clock or a pitch count. No.
Away to Harvey. They're pitching him carefully. Harvey on the day with a pop out and a fly out, 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit and looking to drive that home run to second from second so they can chip away at this Dragon lead. That pitch is away. Dietrich is being very careful here with Harvey. Harvey taking, and he takes a strike. Runner takes his lead. Erskine from the stretch. There's a shot up the middle for a base hit to the center fielder. They're waving the run home, and they'll hold him up at third. Good play by the center fielder to get that ball back in. We've got runners at the corner now with 2 outs. They initially started to wave him around third, but when they saw the center fielder made a good play and came up throwing, they were able to put the brakes on. And it looks like they're going to come out now and perhaps make a change.
While they're making a change, I'm going to make a change on some cameras. Is this a mound visit?
This is a mound visit. Are they going to keep Gertzkin in there, or are we going to make a change?
Oh goodness, that's really too dark.
It looks like they're going to keep him in there. To try to get this final out of the inning. Andrew Chitwood steps in now, runners at the corner, 2 outs. He's over 2 on the day. Pop out to the third baseman and a ground out to the shortstop. Harvey takes off to second. Pitcher's indifference, he'll take the bag. And now there are 2 runners in scoring position here. If Chitwood can find a way to sneak one past the infield. Pitch right down central for a strike.
There you go.
Critical moment here in the game for the Panthers, Joe.
Very, very critical moment.
And there's a fly ball to center. That's going to score a run. The ball gets away, but it's backed up on the play by the pitcher.
I guess it was only 1 out in the inning. I thought you said 2 earlier.
Yeah, I had 1.
I thought we had 2. I'm sorry.
We're 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was on me. Chitwood with a sacrifice fly and the RBI. And the Panthers have scratched across 2 so far in this inning. And runner on third now with 2 outs. There's a ground ball between the shortstop and third baseman for a base hit. And another run scores.
(7-3). DeSoto leads now. We'll see what happens here. Mehlville seems to have gained some momentum.
Mehlville's batting around in this inning. Cameron Fuller started off this inning with a fly ball to the right fielder. And there's a breaking ball strike. Cameron Fuller 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Fouls that one back out of play, and it's quickly 0-2.
Right behind us here. Hey, nice catch by a little fan there.
He had his shades down, so he was able to make
That's
that
right.
play looking into the sun.
That is one thing we're going to have to start bringing.
And now a hard hit foul down the third base line.
Very good swing by Fuller there. Timing that pitch just right. Just couldn't keep it fair.
You have to wonder here if Gertzkin gives up a hit, if he isn't able to get Fuller, if his time in this game will be done. And there's a little blooper to the second baseman. Reaches back and makes the catch. Fine catch by the second baseman. He got a good break on that little soft liner and was able to corral it for the third out of the inning. But not before the Panthers come up with 3 runs. They trail 7-3 heading into the bottom of the fourth. Up here in the bottom. DeSoto still leads 7-3. Briar Fisher to lead off. Fisher 0 for 2, and he takes a first pitch to left field for a base hit to get things started for the Dragons here in the bottom of the fifth. In walks Blake House. Blake House has reached on a walk and a fielder's choice. And we'll see if he can advance Briar Fisher here as the Dragons try to get those run backs. There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Drops it, picks it up, throws to first, and he gets the runner at first. But House does his job and is able to advance the runner to second base with 1 out. Levi Fisher 0 for 1 on the day. Fly out to right, and he was hit by a pitch back in the third.
Brett Gibbs just chimed in, watching from Andy's Produce in House Springs. Go DeSoto.
Andy's Produce.
For all your produce needs. That was a half of a promotion right there. Well, that one might find a bus. Oh, it just missed the bus.
There's been a lot of near misses. Like you said, do you think a priest has something to do with that?
I think it's more has to do with just the odds and the math, Joe. Fisher battling it out with Downs. Takes a strike. He's got 2 on him now. Dragons would love to get at least one of these runs back. That ball's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. He blocked it, but it glanced off his chest protector, and it allows the runner to advance to third now with 1 out. And a ground ball will get him home, or a sacrifice fly. Pitch is outside, corralled in.
Nice play there by Fuller.
Levi Fisher in a battle. Golfs that one off the ground. Slow roller to the shortstop. He'll throw the first and barely clipped him.
Here comes the wind again. And now the wind is blowing from out in the outfield.
It was a slow roller to short. Shortstop double pumped and barely got him at first base, but he was able to keep the runner from scoring in third. And in walks Nick Kroedinger at the top of the lineup.
Straight up.
That ball's out of play. And a quick first strike to Kroedinger. Kroedinger 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit and a run scored. As we get into the 6th and 7th inning, folks, you'll be able to chime in and give your vote for the player of the game. Don't forget to cast your vote based on performance, not popularity. If it was based on popularity, we'd be giving it to Ray Halbrook.
Oh, yeah, right.
True. Very true. Fuller wants to go out and talk to him and calm him down. I think this is a good move.
2 outs, and Kroedinger looking to drive something here. They'd love to get that at least 1 run back. Downs has done a pretty good job pitching so far. They haven't been able to hit him very hard. Kroedinger with an inside-out swing. That's going to go foul down the right field line, being chased, and no chance there for the first baseman, second baseman, or right fielder as they convene in foul territory. And Kroedinger gets a life.
A big key there is communication, because there can be a collision there.
Communication, always the key, Joe. I appreciate that. Shot to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. And the Dragons go quietly, leaving a runner at third base. 1 hit and no runs. And they lead the Panthers heading into the bottom of the 5th, 7-3. Pardon me, the top of the 6th.
It is the top of the 6th. We appreciate everybody chiming in here on opening day. Let us know what you think about the stream. I've got a handful of folks on the stream right now. It'll be an opening day, our first baseball game of the season. We just celebrated a year as Livestream STL about 2 days ago. I don't know if you knew that, Jeff. Did you guys know that? Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I knew you were. Before today, I knew you'd been on a year. I just didn't know what date.
Yeah, it was actually the 25th of March. And we made the announcement via live stream. It was my wife and I on our kitchen table, and we were just threw up a handful of cameras and was showing some things around. And you get a chance to go back to the beginning of it and take a look at it. It's been an interesting journey of where we've been, but we're excited about where we're going, and we hope to see lots and lots of folks like you watching the stream and chiming in and doing anything you can to keep us supported, and by liking and sharing or telling businesses about us, anything.
Well, Dietrich Gertzken is back on the mound to start the top of the 6th inning, and he will face Ian Argent. And here to tell you all about it is Jumpin' Joe Hamilton.
Here's the pitch. Little low. Actually, that's Chase Atkins, number 1 at the plate.
Chase Atkins.
Not to be mistaken for Trace Atkins.
Here's the pitch.
Or the great Chet Atkins.
Yeah, there you go.
There are a lot of famous Atkins out there, aren't there?
At least 2 that we've been able to think of.
Yeah.
There are probably more. We just can't think of them.
Atkins 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit and a strikeout.
Here's the pitch to Atkins.
Right down central.
2-0. It's a good idea to take one there. Make him earn it.
Absolutely, and I would think at this point in the game, in the 6th inning.
Another strike. That one down outside corner.
Gertzken's pitch count is probably a concern at this point.
We are going to open up the voting for casting play for player of the game.
And grounded to short. Play is made. Nice stretch by the first baseman. Nice play all the way around.
Just comment below if you're going to vote for player of the game.
And it's wide open at this point, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly Gertzkin has
Yeah,
been
I would.
pretty strong
mine
on
would
the
go for
mound.
that pitcher. Yeah, mine would go for that pitcher.
Ian Argent now.
Argent 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out to the third baseman.
Here's the pitch. Little inside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike right down the middle.
He was taking all the way. Panthers would love nothing more than to chase Gertzkin off this mound and get to another pitcher.
Strike 2 called. Gertzkin is coming right after these hitters. It's been evident all game.
And that's what you have to do. With a 7-3 lead at this point in the game, you go right after them.
Here's the 2-strike pitch. Inside.
Little breaking ball didn't break.
As a famous broadcaster would say, deuce is wild. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. On to first. 2 out here in the top of the 6th.
The ball was spinning a little bit. He had to wait on the hop to catch that ball. Good, nice play by
I
the
noticed
second
that.
baseman. Ian Brock, he's 0 for 2 on the day. He had a pop out to the third baseman and a ground out to the second baseman.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball. First baseman has it, flips it onto the pitcher covering, and that'll end the inning.
3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's all DeSoto here in this one. 7-3.
This breaking action is brought to you by the Refuge DeSoto, the Refuge Church for you. Check them out on Sunday service at 10:30 and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. They're located at 1200 North 5th Street in DeSoto, Missouri. Also check out their Easter service on Easter Sunday at 10:30. Give them a call, 314-409-5562. And that's just right down the street here from us. Don't forget, weather permitting, tomorrow we have a game out at Windsor High School where Festus will be taking on Windsor at 4:30. Again, pending weather, they are calling for quite a bit of rain, so we're hoping that the weather completely changes. Jeff Whitener.
Well, we need to get a line in there to the pastor here.
That's right.
See if he can move that around. Maybe we can just have it rain at night so we can get these games in.
There you go.
New pitcher on the mound for the Panthers this inning, Ian Hammond, making his debut on the season for the Panthers.
Haven't seen much of this kid yet. See what he has.
He's a lanky right-hander. Looks like he throws about 3/4.
He is lanky. Most pitchers are, though.
Hunter Dill will start things off here.
That's a great name. I love that name. As Fuller wants to talk to Hammond here.
Hunter Dill. He's 0 for 3, but he's been on base twice. 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, reached on an error, and he's scored twice.
Here's the pitch. Dill hits it to the second baseman. On to first, quick first out. Cameron Brooks now at the plate.
Brooks. And here, folks, you're thinking about your vote for player of the game. Brooks, a perfect 3 for 3 on the day with 3 singles, including a run scored, 2 runs scored, and an RBI.
A strike called right down the middle. Hammond not wasting any time on throwing strikes. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball past Hammond onto the shortstop, who throws on the first, out number 2.
Hammond's come in so far and been very efficient, as you said, going right after the hitters. First pitch strike, and they've been swinging. Andrew Downs.
Here's the pitch. Strike called right down the middle. Been a very quick inning to this point, but I'm almost jinxing that. Ian Hammond looking for a sign. He comes set. He pitches.
It's a drive to left field. Fly ball.
Left fielder has it. Makes the catch. And we head to the 7th inning. Your score, DeSoto 7, Mehlville 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dietrich Gertzken's day on the mound is done. And number 42, Sean Brooks, will come in and try to close this one out for the Dragons. Sean Brooks has pitched 3.7 innings for DeSoto this year, and he will try to close this out. And he will face Nick Glazer as his first batter here in the top of the 7th. Nick Glazer, the left fielder, 1 for 2 on the day, reached on an error in the 2nd and a first single and a run scored in the 4th.
We have a final from Mehlville. DeSoto 13-1 victory over Mehlville. JV. Appreciate that, Chad, for chiming in with that.
Brooks pumps in a first pitch strike, 0-1. to Glazer. Ball one's low in the dirt, evens the count at 1 apiece. Glazer with the swing, pops it on the infield. Third baseman calls for the ball. And there's one away here in the 7th. And Joe, if you want to take the next couple of batters, I am going to work on Dietrich Gertzgen's final totals for the day.
Okay.
So,
Joey Alabanishis at the plate now.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Good play there.
Sun is playing havoc with our cameras. But we've got a couple of good camera angles here. I'm all about the camera angles, folks.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. And Alabanishis is hit by the pitch. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Christian Harvey now at the plate. He was the starting pitcher in this one. Didn't fare all too well. Went over to shortstop. As the sun is setting, kind of.
Right in front of us.
Yeah.
Harvey 1 for 3 on the day with a base hit and a run scored.
Shoulder strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Harvey with a good swing fouled it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those scoring at home, Dietrich Gertzgen went 6 innings for the Dragons, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits with 3 strikeouts and 1 walk. So pretty good day for the big right-hander.
Very good day for Gertzgen. Here's the pitch. Little high. So Gertzgen had the opposite day of what Harvey had on the mound, at least to start this game. So Harvey's had a few good starts, 1 bad so far this season. Here's the pitch. Fouled off yet again.
And I will say this in Harvey's defense, the defense for the Panthers was a little shakier behind him today than the Dragons' defense for Gertzgen.
It seems like a broadcaster jinx. I said earlier today that the Mehlville Panther defense was on, at least to start the season, and here's the pitch. Inside. They were on to start the season, and today was their worst defensive game to this point.
Well, for both teams, too, it's early in the season. This is a non-conference game. The only way this game matters in the long run is for when you're looking at your district seedings at the end of the year.
Harvey fouled it off. He's staying alive here. Just got to find a way to turn one around.
Harvey would love nothing more than to get on base here.
Here's the pitch to Harvey. Low ball gets away. Runner goes to second base. And he decides to stay there after rounding second.
Pass ball. That ball was low in the dirt. Catcher wasn't able to block it, and then he lost sight of it as it rolled to the backstop.
We have a player of the game, and I will tell you here shortly.
Here's the pitch to Harvey. Harvey swings and lines one into left field for a base hit. The runner will score to make it 7-4 DeSoto. Harvey into second base with an RBI double.
Harvey getting to exact a little revenge there.
Yep. Funny how that works in this game, Jeff.
You always get a chance to come back and redeem yourself. That's the wonderful thing about baseball. You can have a tough day, and then or tough inning and then come right back and right the ship. And if Mehlville ends up losing the game, of course that'll be a bitter pill for Harvey, but at least he'll know he did his best to come back with the bat.
Andrew Chitwood at the plate now with Harvey at second base. Here's the pitch. Strike one called right down the middle.
Chitwood 0 for 2. He did have a sacrifice in the fourth.
Here's the pitch. Chitwood lines one in the center field. On comes the second baseman. Cannot get it.
No, he caught it.
Oh, he caught it. I didn't see it. Again, obstructed by the pole. So, yeah.
When all else fails, let's just blame it on the pole. Jeez, come on.
That was really an excellent play.
Really good play. I think, was that the second baseman made that play?
That was the second baseman, Cameron Kroediger, hustling over there to make that play, almost colliding with the shortstop, but making the play. And there's quickly 2 outs now.
Zach Moore is Mehlville's last hope. Here's the pitch. Takes strike one right down the middle. Here's the pitch. Inside. Did that hit him? Nope. It looked like it
Tried
did
to sell
first.
that.
Yep.
Tried to sell that.
Anything to get on base, huh?
Right. Hey, you never know.
Here's the pitch. Outside corner called strike 2. Wow, that pitch was, I guess, right on the corner. Mehlville down to his last, or Zach Moore down to his last strike. Here's the pitch. Grounder to second base. On to first, and DeSoto wins the game. Final score 7-4. Mehlville did make a comeback, tried to make a comeback in this one, but it didn't work.
Folks, we appreciate everybody watching, even up to the end here. We're learning camera angles as we go, and along with fighting the sun and the wind and all the different elements and whatnot. But we do have our very first baseball player of the game, and his name is Dietrich Gertzken, number 24 from DeSoto. We've put word over there to DeSoto, and so hopefully they'll have him in here. I'm gonna give him my headset so both of you guys can interview him.
That's fine.
Just a quick rundown on the game. 7 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors for the DeSoto Dragons on the day. For the Mehlville Panthers, 4 runs on 6 hits, also 6 hits, with 2 errors.
Right.
So he had some timely hitting. And as I said, the key word for me as I looked at this game and how things went for DeSoto was efficiency.
Right.
Scoring 7 runs on 6 hits, the efficiency of Dietrich on the mound, the efficiency of the hitters for DeSoto, and in the field itself.
Right.
So efficiency was my overall buzzword of this day.
Gertzken, how many innings did he have at 5? I think he pitched 5 right there, right?
He pitched 6 innings.
Six innings. I mean, just a wonderful pitch game, and I know coaches are huddling up right now, and as soon as they break the huddle there, hopefully we'll be able to catch up Dietrich, catch up with him, and get a little interview, player of the game action. You know, so beautiful night tonight out here. We appreciate everybody watching again, and hope that we're able to bring lots and lots more of these games to you. We also posted not too long ago, maybe a day or two ago, out to our booster clubs, and we're hoping to, if anybody's watching, we're really just wanting to just infiltrate the boosters, let you know about us, and hopefully we can become good partners with you, and just be able to show you what we're doing, and we're really here for the kiddos to highlight them the best as possible.
And Ray, if those booster clubs are interested, you're more than happy to come down and give a presentation.
Absolutely, absolutely. We made up a video, but we can send you the video too if you haven't seen it. Check us out on Livestream STL. Probably back a few videos here, but every game we do, we normally leave on Facebook for you to be able to view, and so we can see folks that we've been monitoring the Facebook waves. Folks from Florida. Folks from the UK, I mean, parents, grandparents, you name it, they were coming, and that was they were coming to watch their kiddos, and we're wanting to be able to build this to bring this throughout the whole Jefferson County area, maybe even to the St. Louis and St. Charles County area too.
And so, I've said it before, Ray, and I'll say it again. This is a labor of love.
It is
for all of us who work with kids at the high school and local college level. Mm-hmm. None of us are trying to exploit anyone. None of us are trying to get rich off this. This is about shining a light on our local athletes.
Right.
And because, to be honest with you, we're going to do some St. Louis County games, but Jefferson County, we're sort of the stepsister sometimes. We don't get a lot of the great press that the teams in St. Louis County, St. Louis City, and even St. Charles County get. So we really want to do our best to promote the sports scene and the athletes in the area.
Right. We had a great season for basketball. Basketball was a great season for us to get our feet wet and do a full season. We kind of jumped in between softball, volleyball, and football when we first got started, and so we were finishing that up. But we're excited. I've already got we got baseball scheduled already. I've got 8 out of 10 weeks already scheduled for football that I've already taken a look at schedules, but we could tweak them here and there with a little twist of the arm and some boosters and some folks that might be interested in helping us supporting us and helping us get your kiddos covered.
And this summer coming up too, I'm sure there are some local Legion teams that would love to have us come out and do some baseball games.
You know, that's a very good point. I didn't even think about the Legion teams.
Yeah. There are several players on DeSoto's baseball team here that play for the DeSoto Legion team.
Zach Bone, I've already been in touch with out at Festus. Danny Sigmund out at Rock. I've got to get a hold of. There's one here in DeSoto, right?
That's
also
correct.
So if you're watching from DeSoto Legion, give me a call. Same thing for St. Genevieve, and I believe Farmington. Is that correct?
Farmington has a team.
Okay, so there's five right now that I'm counting of, and we've only gotten a hold of 2.
Perryville has a team also.
It's a good start.
Well, there you go. See, there's 6.
That's a good start, though.
Yep.
You know.
So 2 out of 6. Well, we got some work to do, but we've got a little bit of time.
Jefferson County Blazers.
Yeah.
Jefferson County Blazers up there in the Slava League.
There you go.
Based out of Arnold.
Right.
If you would love us to come out and do a game up at your facility up there, that would work out great for us and great for your fans, I'm sure.
Right. They just broke the huddle, and hopefully we're going to have Dietrich on here. Gertzkin, correct?
Gertzkin. That's
Gertzkin.
how we're going to find out from the horse's mouth.
All right. It's Gertzkin, I believe so. So I know there's some guys here hoping to. They're tearing the field down a little bit here, but hopefully Dietrich will pop up here and we'll be able to catch up with him here in a little bit.
They're doing some field maintenance.
That's right. Hey, they don't have a maintenance crew here, so it's one of those things where all hands on deck.
All the way up through the junior college, Division II, Division III. Your baseball players learn how to take care of fields and lawns.
Right.
That's all part of the game.
Yep, it sure is. Well, there I see a number 24. I believe I'm going to try to get him. I'm going to pop off here real quick and see if I can go grab him real quick because I want to get this first.
He's coming over.
In. Is he? Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right.
Come on in and have a seat there, Dietrich. Can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dietrich. Well, we've been pronouncing your name all game long, but we want to hear from the horse's mouth how you pronounce your last name.
Gertzkin.
We did. I think we did pretty well then.
Yes, sir.
Dietrich, we had you 6 innings. We have you given up 3 runs on 5 hits with 3 strikeouts and a walk.
Yes, sir.
On the day. Pretty good outing for you. How did you feel out there on the mound?
Felt great. My team was out there behind me. I couldn't have done without them.
Well, take us through your thought process a little bit. What you wanted to do with these Mehlville Panther hitters.
I just want to go out there and get ahead.
Joe, you have a question?
You go out there and get ahead. What do you what's your repertoire look like?
What do you mean exactly?
Like your
Pitching?
pitcher, yeah.
Oh, I have a fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup.
If you're in real trouble, what do you like to use?
Changeup.
Changeup.
Yeah.
Out pitch. So what are you looking forward to the rest of the season for DeSoto?
We have a great group of guys going, and we all are on the same. Where I have the same goals, so I'm looking forward just to having a good time with guys before I go off to college.
You are a senior this year, Dietrich?
Yes, sir.
Have you picked a school yet?
Yeah, I committed to Missouri Valley about a month ago.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Man, it was fun watching you out there. You pitched pretty well. Pitched out of jams.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, and talk about the team here for a minute.
Yep.
That's a 6th win in a row, I believe.
Yes, sir.
You guys building a little momentum here before you head into conference play.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about what this being on a roll has been like for you guys.
It's been exciting. We knew that we had a good team coming into this, and I mean, we just keep our heads going in the right direction, and we all have our mindset on the same thing, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to win.
So far in the season, 1-0 in conference play with a win over Perryville.
Yes, sir.
Before we head to the meat of this conference schedule, how do you think you will fare against Festus and Hillsborough in that trying to gain that JCAA large conference crown?
They're both great ball clubs. I'm excited to play against them. I've got a couple buddies on both teams, and so it's gonna be a friendly matchup.
Now, do you play Legion ball as well?
Yeah, I did, and then I went over to play for the Missouri Gators.
Okay, so you're playing travel ball in the summertime. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Well, thank you, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out. Thank you for being our first baseball live stream STL player of the game.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, brother.
All right, guys. Hey, I didn't have to do the interviewing on that. That was nice. So, but we appreciate everybody watching, and we appreciate again working on some kinks. Where I've already got some things in my head on that we're changing, but we need your help. We need your support. Continue to like and share and watch our streams, and hopefully we're going to get in tomorrow's game out at Windsor, and I'll put that up there. Oop, that's the wrong one. Segue. Festus at Windsor tomorrow night at 4:30. Pending the weather again, but we're just hoping that weather is going to be out there.
Is that game on the new field at Windsor?
That is on the brand new field, yes.
So a little rain's not going to hurt.
Right. A lot of rain, and they're calling for about 80% chance.
Yes.
So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll let you folks know
Yep.
on social media.
Yep. Tune in. Maybe by the afternoon, we'll have a decision on if we're in or out on that, and hopefully they'll be able to reschedule it. We'll be able to still cover it. But if not, we'll see you next week. But for Ray Halbrook, Jeff Whitener, Joe Hamilton,
Yep.
we're signing out here. We appreciate you like and share, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow night. And we are out of here. Have a good evening.